And welcome back to Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar Podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Elyachar, the chief content producer and writer of the New York City-based pop culture and entertainment news website. I'm very excited to welcome my next guest to the blog. His first single, You Never Call Me Back, hit 1 million streams on Apple Music and 1 million streams on Spotify. He has performed at several Pride festivals, including the 2019 Santa Barbara Pride Festival, and he has over 100,000 Instagram followers. Please help me welcome Tommy Boi.
What's up? Thanks for the introduction.
You're so welcome, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day to talk with me.
Of course. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
All right, let's get down to it. So, when did you first get interested in music, and how did that passion evolve into the desire to pursue a career in the recording industry?
I started taking piano lessons when I was 7 because I was at church and I was little and I saw the lady up on the stage singing and playing the keyboard. And so I was like, I want to do that. So I was like, I'm going to take piano lessons. And then I had always kind of just sang since I was like little. And so, yeah, then that just like started my whole musical like journey of just like being really interested in learning about music. And so I kept doing that and then like started playing guitar in high school and then started writing songs in college and then just kind of started recording in college too. And then, I just kept building kind of from there. Like, and then I just put out songs started putting out songs song by song. And then like, it's just been a long journey since then. But, that's kind of how I got started with it, was just good old piano lessons.
That sounds good. So, who are your music inspirations and how did they inspire you as a singer and as a performer?
One of my biggest inspirations is Lady Gaga, just because the way she's used her platform to bring people together and like to genuinely make a difference, not just with her music, but with her voice. And like, I really hope that I can do that in my career. And like, I look up to that so much. And that's really why I'm doing all of it, because I want to make a difference.
Awesome. So now let's head the clock back to 2012, which is almost 8 years ago. And during that 8 years old, you were 19 years old. So when you, and that's when you auditioned for the Fox Run American Idol, and you made it to the judges' rounds. But sadly, you were eliminated from the competition. But before you left, then Judge Nicki Minaj gave you advice. Can you please share that advice with my audience?
Yeah, it was during Hollywood Week when I got out, and she was really cool. Like, I feel like she remembered me from my audition before, and I was going by my middle name, Brett. So she was like, Bretty Boy, and she was just like, keep honing your craft, like just keep working on what you're doing, and just keep really like honing in what you're doing and don't stop, because she told me like I did the same thing in my career. Like, I just never stopped working and never stopped getting better, and everything just kind of opened up. So it was cool because I was so depressed at that point. I was just like, my life's over. Like, this is it. That was my chance and it's gone. And I don't know. I literally had to go back to college. Like, I was studying music at that point. I remember just like being back in Sacramento, like the day before I was in Hollywood, like doing that. And it had been like 6-month long process to get to that point. And I feel like her advice just like stuck with me. It was just like, I've been able to hold on to that like for so long, of just like, okay, I just got to keep working on my career and building up me and getting better at what I do, and leave it. The rest is up to the universe, you know?
I agree with that, Tommy, 100%. But however, here's the thing. ABC has Idol back. with Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and like Brian, hopefully for the judges when they return. But also there's, have you thought about returning to Idol? But also America's Got Talent, since Simon has joined, there's a lot more singers that found success on the show, and there's still Songland and also The Voice. Have you thought about returning to compete on reality television competitions? Why or why not?
Honestly, no. Like, that experience showed me a lot about myself too, that like I never have been competitive when it comes to like my art. Like, I don't do it to like be better than somebody else at all. Like, I just want to make my art and put it out into the world, and whoever like connects with it, and like that's why I'm doing it. Like, it's not to like prove that I'm better than somebody else or anything like that, because I could care less. Like, I've been doing it, like I said, since I was a little kid. So but I do think those are really cool. And like, if there was, where it wasn't competitive but it was an encouraging environment, and it was more so about like I really liked the Rhythm and Flow that was on Netflix. Did you see that?
Oh, I did, with Cardi B.
Yeah, like something like that I loved. I would be so down to do that. But like that, because that to me, yeah, it's competitive, but it was more about like developing as an artist and getting the chance to like showcase what you can really do as an artist, versus just like who can like sing the best cover song or something, which I love that. And some people I feel like are amazing at that. So I don't know if I'm like the best at that ever, but I mean, I do love singing covers too. But anyways, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. I mean, if I would never say no to like a good opportunity, you know, but I'm really open to whatever comes in the future. But right now I'm not like pursuing any reality TV at the moment.
Alrighty, so what have been some of the challenges that you faced throughout your career, and how did you overcome those obstacles?
I think the biggest consistent challenge has always been just like, honestly, like not giving up. Like, not like, there's just been so many moments where it's just like, that's never gonna happen. Like, oh, this is never gonna happen. This is never gonna happen. But I feel like when you stick it out long enough, like things slowly start to happen. You have to like celebrate those like small victories, because they're not really small. Like, at one moment you might look back and think, oh, that was small then, but in the moment it's like big. But it's like you only get from one place to from A to Z by going through all the different other steps, you know? So I think I've learned to like really appreciate, just try to be content with like where I'm at, but also keep really pushing and like putting in the work to like be like, hey, but I do want to push myself to like put myself out there, and like I want to care, you know? I don't want to like not care too much to where I am not giving my best anymore, I guess. So it's been finding that balance has been like hard for me. I feel like just like finding like caring a lot, but like not losing myself to it ever either, and not defining myself completely by it, you know?
It's totally understandable.
Yeah.
So you have 2 singles out called One's Blessing Disguise and Found Again. So what were the stories behind each of those songs?
So Found Again is a song I wrote a couple years ago, and I wrote it actually after going through a really like bad breakup, but it was like a bummer type of breakup. Like, it was just a bummer for both ends, and like it was heartbreaking in a different way that I hadn't experienced before. And I kind of felt like I had lost myself afterwards, and just I was a lot younger too. And but anyways, I remember like talking with my mom. Actually, we were having lunch, and I was just talking about everything that had happened, and I had just recently come out to her actually too, so that was kind of cool and also scary. But I just remember her saying like, if you want to like find if you want to be a 10, or if you want to be the best, or if you want to grow and get to those places, you have to put that love into yourself and put that time into yourself. And it's okay to be kind of lost. Like, it's okay to be trying to find yourself. And so, yeah, I just wanted to write a song about that. I wanted to write a song that gave people hope, that gave me hope, honestly. Like, it gave me hope in the moment of just, like, it's okay that I'm kind of lost right now. It's okay that I'm not sure, or I feel like I messed up, or, you know, whatever it is that you're feeling. So that's kind of where that song came from. But I wanted it to feel good, you know, and, like, to give people hope at the end of the day when they listen to it. And so that was the goal with it, because, yeah, no point in, like, kicking yourself down even more when you're trying to grow. And that's what I hope my music always does, you know. I hope it always has a positive, like, hint to it somehow. And then Blessing in Disguise is really recent, and I actually wrote that about a year ago with my friend Austin, and it was really cool because I had just written something on the piano, and my boyfriend was just like, "Ooh, I like that," and then I had the idea of wanting to write a song about, like, that concept of a blessing in disguise, and that one's kind of about just, I'd say for me personally, it's about my struggle with, like, that inner true self that's in there that's always fighting to, like, come out, you know, or to take the center stage, I feel like, especially when you're trying to come to terms with, like, your sexuality or who you are. I just feel like there's a lot of hard times that come through with that, you know, and it's a really rocky road sometimes for some people. And I feel like this song, Blessing in Disguise, is kind of that. Like, I'm just praying to God that, like, this is a blessing in disguise somehow. Like, I'm praying to God that somehow this is all going to be, like, that this is all, like, for the good of me somehow. So yeah, I don't know. That's, like, it's really hard for me to explain, like, what my songs are about, because I feel like you just kind of have to listen to really get it. But yeah,
I understand. So, anyway, so while we're talking about the LGBT community and you're a massive supporter of it, and we just had finished Pride Month a month ago. So, in your humble opinion, how can allies improve their support?
I mean, I think right now with everything happening with Black Lives Matter, I just feel like the way we can all support each other and be allies to LGBTQ people and people POC, like we all kind of have to be allies to each other and stick together, and I feel like we are right now, and that's really exciting. And I feel like if you want to be involved in that, I feel like it's really important for people to, I personally think, for people to be vocal about it, because it's like if you support something and you're not saying anything about it, then do you really support it? Like, are you really that? If you love somebody, like, you'd want to say, like, you'd want to shout it from the rooftops and be like, I love this person, like, I'm proud of this love, and you wouldn't want to hide it. And so I feel like when you support people, especially when they're hurting or when their lives are being taken away, it's, like, so important to be an ally. It's so important to be vocal, I think, because it makes everybody see, like, oh, it's okay to be vocal about things. Like, it's okay to talk about the real things that are actually happening, that actually matter. So I feel like being vocal and is a big step. I feel like that a lot of people could take, that kind of opens up a can of worms of, like, okay, I can post something about this, or I can talk to somebody, a friend or family about this, whether that's about like somebody that's gay or somebody that's of color. I don't know, like it's just like opening up the conversation and not being afraid to have those scary conversations with people. I feel like that's a big part. So I think there's a lot of ways that you can be an ally, but I feel like being a friend to people is really important.
All right, let's get back to music really quickly.
Okay.
So, who are your dream collaborators, like singers, songwriters, producers, and how would they enhance your sound, Tommy?
I'd say one of my dream collaborations is with Troye Sivan because I just feel like me and him could make like a pretty like really feel good like love dance empowerment song that's like lovey-dovey and like from the perspective of like two gay boys. I just think that would be so cool, and I really want to do that in the future. Yeah, Troye Sivan would be a really cool collaboration. So that'd be like a dream collaboration for sure.
I think you guys would do a wonderful job with that collaboration.
That'd be so fun. That'd be so cool. That's a dream for sure.
All right, so this is the third to last question. So let's talk about social media.
Okay.
So, all right. So besides Instagram, what are your favorite social media platforms, and why do they stand out? They could be anywhere from Facebook to TikTok to Twitter and to YouTube.
I love YouTube and I love TikTok and I love Twitter. I love YouTube because I feel like I love just like watching people. Like I love like Emma Chamberlain, and I just like have a couple people that I follow that I just like. They're like a friend. Like I feel like YouTube is like a friend when you're just like, I don't know. They're like, I don't know. It's great. I love YouTube. I love TikTok. I feel like I could just sit and watch dance videos endlessly. And I like Twitter because I feel like it's where everybody's talking about everything that's happening, and it's crazy, but I think that it's actually low-key like important that we have it somehow. So yeah, I like all those platforms.
Awesome. So second to last question. If you had the opportunity to meet with aspiring musicians who want to improve their careers within the music industry, what advice would you share with them?
I would literally say, like, whatever you want, like, go and get it. Like, just literally, like, if you want it, like, you go and find it. Like, go and take it baby steps to getting it. Like, take it day by day, step by step, and, do what you are really passionate about. And if that's really music, you're going to be doing it anyways. Like, you're going to be doing it kind of regardless of who's listening, who is or isn't listening. But like, that's a good thing. Like, let that motivate you, because it's like then you're making things because you want to and because it's coming from a positive, good place, and I don't know. I feel like from there you can just build a lot. You can build your career from that like authentic place. I don't know.
Awesome. So the final question is this. Where can my audience reach you on social media, and where can they download your music?
Okay. It's at Tommy Boi, Boy with an I, so TOMMYBOI, on Instagram, and on Twitter, it's my boy Tommy, my boy with an I. But I don't really, honestly, like my Instagram kind of connects everything. So yeah, it's just Instagram is at Tommy Boi with an I. And then also my Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube is just Tommy Boi, Boy with an I. So just type all that in and we'll pop up.
Awesome, guys. For more information about any episodes, download any additional episodes of the Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar podcast, head to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Spreaker, and type in Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar. So it's Jake's Take with Jacob, Jacob, Elyachar, Elyachar. and to read some of my music reviews and also some of my older interviews, head to jakestake.com. Once again, it's jakes-take.com, and you connect with me on social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Jacob Elyachar, JACOBELYACHAR. Once again, JACOBELYACHAR. Tommy, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to talk with me. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, man. You're amazing. Have a good day.
Alrighty, guys. Have a fantastic day, everyone. And I can't wait to talk to you guys soon. Bye.